Call to order the meeting of the Mayor and Council of Borough of River Edge, December 11th, 2025 at Borough Hall, 705 Kingston Neck Road, and virtually on Zoom. It is 7 p.m. This is a regular meeting.
6:30.
6:30, correct. So if we could please stand for a moment of silent reflection for all of our soldiers and involved in foreign combat, and for those who are suffering from the wages of war, especially those in the Ukraine. Councilman Benson's last night as a councilman, so I ask him to lead us in the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Statement of compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act. This meeting complies with the Open Public Meeting Act by notification via October 7, 2025 and December 9, 2025. Sunshine notices containing the location, date, time, and access information, town news, and the recording by posting of the same on the municipal bulletin board and the borough website, and filing notice of the same with municipal clerk. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Council President Marcus Collins. Here. Councilwoman Kinsella.
Here.
Councilwoman Mallon.
Here.
Councilman Benson.
Here.
Councilman Glass.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Doривall.
Here.
Mayor Papaleo.
Here. Okay, we're going to go into closed session in a moment. I'm going to ask for a resolution to be moved and seconded. That closed session will last to 7 o'clock. If it ends early, we will still not gavel back in until 7 o'clock, because for most of the public, they may not know that we needed to do a closed session. And so we want to make sure every member of the public has an opportunity to be present when we gavel back in for regular business. So in a moment, could I have a motion and second to move resolution 25-297, resolution to go into closed session, exclude the public, attorney-client privilege, NJSA 10:4-12B7, personnel potential sidebar agreement.
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Hearing none, it is unanimous. We will now put the recording device on pause. Ready?
Mhm.
I call back into session the meeting of the Mayor and Council, Borough of River Edge, December 11, 2025. It is now 7:02 p.m. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Council President Marcus Collins.
Here.
Councilwoman Kinsella.
Here.
Councilwoman Mallon.
Here.
Councilman Benson.
Here.
Councilman Glass. Councilwoman Doривall.
Here.
Mayor Papaleo.
Here, all right. The first order of business, now that we're back in session, is a non-consent resolution, resolution 25-298, authorizing the Borough of River Edge to execute and ratify a sidebar agreement with the River Edge Superior Officers Association, Local 201, and the River Edge Police Benevolence Association, Local 201. May I have a motion and a second? It is moved. Is there a second? It is moved and seconded. It is open for debate. Is there debate? Hearing none. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Council President Marcus Collins. Yes. Councilwoman Kinsella.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mallon.
Yes.
Councilman Benson.
Yes.
Councilman Glass.
Yes.
Councilwoman Doривall.
Yes.
All right. Without objection, I would like to move forward ordinance 25-23, ordinance amending section 11-1. Is there objection to moving it forward in the agenda? Hearing none, it is moved forward. Now, to explain to the public what we're going to do, because we have just passed a resolution, a sidebar agreement regarding the captain's position that will now be moved forward for promotion, and then a sergeant's position and a lieutenant's position. This ordinance is an active ordinance. It has been moved from the table to the floor. According to Robert's rules, we have three options. Number one is to table it. Tabling it means we'll consider it again later. that would not be in keeping with what the action the council has just done, which is approve the sidebar. Option number two is to move it to be voted, and then it would either be voted up or down. But that really wouldn't be in keeping with the resolution either that we just passed, because and according to Robert's rule, if it's defeated, which it should be, considering the council has voted for the sidebar, then anyone who votes in the majority can bring it back by asking for reconsideration. So the proper way to deal with this ordinance is to ask for it to be moved. If the council does not move it, no one says so moved, no one says second. Then I will ask two more times as proper procedure. Once that occurs, the ordinance is dead and cannot be brought back, cannot be reconsidered. Now, if you know Robert's rules really well, sometimes it's called that it does not exist. That only exists for a motion that has never been moved prior. But since the first reading has already occurred, by refusing to move it for the second reading, it dies. It's declared dead and cannot be brought back. And that would be appropriate considering what the council has done with resolution 25-297. So having explained this, what I'm going to do now is ask the council to move ordinance 25-23 for an open hearing. Now, if it does not get moved after 3 requests, it is dead and cannot be reconsidered by this body for the foreseeable future, because the year will end on the sine die, which would be December 31st technically, but it will not be reported until January 6th. But in other words, it can't come back. Okay. So having said that, the council has a choice to make. If the council should move it, then it can be considered, but considering you've already moved the resolution, I would recommend that you not move it. Okay, now I'm going to read into the record. Ordinance 25-23, ordinance amending section 71-7 of Article 1 of the Chapter 71 of the Code of the Borough of River Edge respecting the elimination of the position of captain from the table of organization of the police department of the Borough of River Edge. Is there a motion to open to the public? I will ask again. Is there a motion to open to the public? I will ask again. Is there a motion to open to the public? I declare the ordinance dead. And I have just signed into law the sidebar agreement, which has been previously signed by the president of the local PDA and the president of the local SLA. Appreciate it. That matter is now complete. Okay, so we now move on. If you'd like to stay, you're more than welcome to, but we're just going to continue with regular business. Okay. Could I have a motion and second to approve the minutes? Approve the minutes of the mayor and council regular session, closed session, meeting October 23rd, the mayor and council regular meeting of November 24th, 2025. Second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Are there any abstentions? Okay. Administrators report. Would you pass the sidebar to the clerk for reporting? Yeah.
So, a couple of housekeeping items. Our DPW superintendent wanted me to bring to everyone's attention that, and this happens from time to time, there's a company called Xylem Tree Experts, and they will be doing, working with PSNG to clear, tree lines at the substations. They're doing it throughout the county, and they need assistance with parking. They've already worked something out with the boroughs of New Milford and Paramus, and they coordinated with Jason to park at a swim club parking lot, but it would only be for a limited time. It would start later this month through May first, or once the season starts up, they will no longer be, parking day. So we have obtained a certificate of liability insurance, indemnifying the borough just in case anything should happen. But this, like again, like I said, this is housekeeping. And going towards trees, we will go in a moment. The, PSCNG has contracted with a company called WDC Line Services. And what they do is, do the vegetation work, they trim the trees that could impede the power lines. They do this both on public and private property. They'll come in town sometime in 2026. There is no exact, date, but when the time comes, they are already reached out to a police department, they reached out to the DPW, and, to obtain the proper permitting through our tree foreman and our DPW superintendent. And once the time is closer, they will provide ample notification to the residents. So if people see tree work along the power line, that's not a borough project, but that is a project from, by PSCNG. And then with our project, with KBG, Galvin Contracting is working on temporary fencing at, between the park and DPW, so permanent fencing can be installed, as well as lighting issues and the high curb retaining wall. And they will continue to, work with our borough engineer, DPW superintendent, and our director of recreation. And with respect to the exterior, the punch list was sent to the contractor, and the contractor notified that they are currently fabricating the signs by Penny Avenue as well as the handicap parking sign, and they'll be installed once completed. Really on the left side entrance stairs is scheduled to be completed here, probably tomorrow, as well as the railing in the back parking area is scheduled for completion tomorrow. And that concludes my report.
All right, excellent. Any member of the council wish to ask a question of the administrator? All right, could I have a motion and second to open the public on any item of the agenda?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
If anyone would like to speak, they can come forward and they may do so. And anyone remotely may raise their hand. Okay, seeing none, could I have a motion and second to close to any item on the agenda?
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, great. There are monthly reports available December and November, Board of Health, Library Board of Trustees, and tax collectors. If you'd like to see a copy of that, please contact the clerk's office. Second reading hearing of ordinances. We have two ordinances, 25-21 and 25-22. We will move them both to be open for opening to the public for comment after I read them into the record. 25-21, an ordinance to amend subsection E entitled Miscellaneous Fees of Chapter 206 of the Revised General Ordinance of the Borough of River Edge entitled Fees. And ordinance 25-22, an ordinance amending Chapter 337 Rental Properties of the Code of the Borough of River Edge to add Article 2 respecting the regulation of use of short-term rentals. Before we open it, before I call for a motion and second, Madam Clerk, Madam Business Administrator, would you please explain to the public what we hope to achieve by ordinance 25-21 and 25-22?
25-21 adds to our fee schedule, the cost of Borough Code supplements. Even though we do have it online, from time to time, people do ask for a paper copy of the current supplement. Previously, people would be charged $15, although we don't have any record on how that cost was established. And the cost of the supplement varies depending on the number of ordinances that are adopted every 6 months. So this will codify what the cost is, and the fee is the actual cost of supplement charged to the borough. And the other ordinance 25-22 establishes short-term rental registration to address, issues of short-term rentals, either through Airbnb or Vrbo or whatever other short-term rental platform, especially in anticipation of the World Cup next year.
Okay, so basically, we're doing our best to, protect our residents from, large unruly groups, and our police officers from having to deal with them without proper support, through ordinance. Okay, could I have a motion second to open to the public?
So moved.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Is there any member of the public who would like to make a comment about, our two ordinances? Please raise your hand if you're in the, virtual, or please come forward if you are in the building. Seeing none, could I have a motion second to close to the public for ordinance 25-21 and 25-22?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, could I have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance 25-21, which has been read into the record previously?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. It is open for debate. Is there debate? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, I call the question.
Council President Montesano Cohen? Yes. Councilwoman Kinsella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Malauulu?
Yes.
Councilman Benson?
Yes.
Councilman Glass?
Yes.
Councilwoman Darrow?
Yes.
Okay, could I have a motion that was unanimous? Could I have a motion and second to move ordinance 25-22, basically short-term rentals, for adoption?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. It is open for debate. Is there debate? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, I call the question.
Council President Montesano Cohen? Yes. Councilwoman Kinsella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Malauulu?
Yes.
Councilman Benson?
Yes.
Councilman Glass?
Yes.
Councilwoman Darrow?
Yes.
All right, we have resolutions by consent, 25-299 through 25-307. For transparency, we will read 25-307, but we are moving all of those. Is there a member of council before we move them who would like to ask a question or to make a statement about resolutions 25-299 through 25-307? Seeing none, could I have a motion and second to move 25-299 through 25-307?
Second.
Second, Madam,
Oh, yes.
Finance Chair, Madam, Councilman Kinsella, will you please, for simply transparency effect, read 25-307, even though we're moving all of these resolutions?
I don't mind being called madam either, so that's. At a regular meeting of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of River Edge, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, held on December 11th, 2025. Be it resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of River Edge approve the following expenditures. Current fund, $684,832.61. General Capital Fund, $305,507.61. Grant Fund, $1,570. Animal Control, $104,630.46. Trust Other, $4,326.10. Payroll, $23,750.32. Developers Escrow, $1,685. Self-Insurance Trust, $2,066.08. Recreation Trust, $263.49. So moved.
Madam Clerk, I call the question.
I need a second.
What?
Second.
No.
Oh, we did it already.
The whole group. You don't have to say that.
keep forgetting that.
That's okay.
Please do.
A little bit more appropriate. Madam Clerk, would I move the question for resolution 25-299 to 25-307?
Council President Montesano Cohen? Yes. Would I be able to ask a question on one of the resolutions now, or should I have done it before? Okay,
But we'll allow it. Go ahead.
I just want for the public's understanding what 25-306 is.
Go ahead.
If Lisette can just give a brief about the rental agreement with the First Congregational and how that impacts SCORE. I think it's important to understand what that is about.
Yes, every year for our senior citizen, recreation program, we do have to rent a facility and, they've been at, Temple Avilat Shalom that ended up becoming, Koldoro. And they meet there every Monday, but it's a feast that has to be renewed annually. The temple was looking to increase the rent by 3% for a total of $14,853 over the past couple of years. We've been looking at relocating our seniors, not just for cost purposes, but for larger venue opportunities. And our recreation director was able to, work out an arrangement with the church next door, and they would only charge a total of $13,000 for the year, so that would be saving as well, as the potential of expanding recreation programs and use the church's rooms if they have availability in the evening.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, please continue. Oh, did you vote yes?
I did.
Okay.
Councilwoman Kinsella,
Oh, yes.
Councilwoman Mallory,
Yes.
Councilman Benson,
Yeah.
Councilwoman Darnell.
I will recuse myself from all this for any investigation.
What about the rest?
Yes, it's very
All right, great. Okay, new business, fire department alcohol policy. Who will be speaking to this?
I'll speak to it. Our fire chief, Rob Fluffer, had met with incoming chief Sanders as well as fire chief, Greg Liddy, and they are requesting a modification to the alcohol policy. The fire department's alcohol policy is, adopted annually at the upcoming reorganization meeting. And what they are recommending is to eliminate the section that gives each company president the ability to request alcohol at a party and have it that the chief makes the request, which has been the practice of the past couple of years. So, if the governing body is in agreement. And also it puts the responsibility on the chief to assure proper coverage for, any event that a specific firehouse is out of service. So the governing body is in agreement, this version will be listed for approval at the reorganization.
So I open it to discussion. Is there support or is there opposition or are there questions?
Just a quick question. So before it was each company would have to request for their house. Now the chief will be responsible. This would contain both houses.
Yeah.
Okay, both companies, I should say, companies. Yeah, okay.
And it also gives the chief the ability to keep River Edge open without having to ask New Milford or Ordell to cover. So for instance, if a group of 8 firefighters would not be attending, then we could keep an engine or a rescue available, and we would not have to go outside unless there was a structural fire call.
Okay, this doesn't limit their requests, correct? Okay,
It actually gives them greater flexibility.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? All right, is the council inclined to, move this to the agenda for the reorg? Could I have a motion and second if the council is so inclined?
So move.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, we'll show up on this, reorg. Any other new business? Any old business?
Yes,
Go ahead.
I-250 met yesterday,
Mhm.
with Ed Morrow, who's facilitating it, and, he is the main requested, any here or any of the residents that they would like to join I-250.
Yes.
That is for the 250th year celebration of USA for next year. So they have charted out a few events. They're working in conjunction and speaking to Julita,
Mhm.
association with the Jason. And they are also requesting if they're still forming it, so if they still need a few days to come up with this content.
So any member of the public here or remotely, or if you know a family member who is very much, likes American history and stuff like that, and is interested in helping plan and execute, some of the celebratory events that will be happening in River Edge for the 250th anniversary of the United States, then, please, reach out to Eric Modell or to the liaison, Councilwoman Darwell, or to the borough clerk, and they will get your, information, and you can join in that planning. It should be an amazing event. Anyone else with new business? Old business. All right, could I have a motion second to open to any public comments?
So moved.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any member of the public who would like to step forward in the chambers, please come forward. Any member of the public who would like to speak remotely, please raise your hand. Go ahead. Pull the mic close, Matt, so that it picks you up, okay?
Sorry, may I?
Matthew Turkey, for FPGA School One.
Go ahead.
I'm here this evening to say thank you. Thank you to the mayor and council for sitting down and having a meeting that allowed for meaningful dialogue back and forth. Chief, professionals, and personnel subcommittee discussed the actual cost of it. The borough has realized the savings in the budget of 2026 with the retirement of Captain Casey, which had us go from 24 officers to 23, which resulted in a whole salary saving. And the removal of the Class 2 from the department effective in the new year. Class 2 program proved to be a good supplement to patrol in an ever-challenging time to find crossing guards to fill posts, while also supplementing coverage at special events, covering Class 3s in schools as needed, and providing traffic control during borough projects, among other responsibilities. In the spirit of negotiation, the PBA has also agreed to be paid being withheld to the promotional spots for the first 6 months of the year, pending all promotions are made in accordance with the sidebar agreement, and that no one will receive compensation for doing the responsibilities of the higher rank. The PBA realizes this will assist the borough with their budget, respecting fiscal responsibility, while still maintaining proper structure, organizational efficiency, and public safety. Most importantly, thank you to residents who made their voices heard. What started as an idea for support by posting a lawn sign turned into a movement that truly showed us that the community values the members of the PBA and the organization of the police department and Chief Walker. The comments on social media reinforce to our members that what they do every day when they come to work has an impact on this community, and the community recognizes it. Whether it was recruiting neighbors and friends to secure lawn signs, requesting a lawn sign for yourself, emailing members of the council, and having individual dialogues with members of the council, River has showed up and what everyone on both sides of the issue can agree is challenging 2 weeks, but we are grateful to you. In the end, we arrived at an agreement that both sides should be able to walk away from satisfied and move River Edge forward. On behalf of the members of the local 201, I would like to extend holiday wishes and a happy and healthy new year to all the members of the community. Thank you.
Anyone else in the chambers? Anyone remotely? Councilwoman?
I have to take it down when someone's speaking, so.
Yeah, of course. All right, seeing none, could I have a motion second to close to the public?
So, second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We are open to council comments. Would any member of council wish to make a comment?
Yes,
Sure.
I would like to thank you guys for an amazing service to residents, but also being a very amazing team. So thank you that.
You will be coming.
Yeah.
Excellent, even better, because has never happened. in the
Yeah.
past. So I'm glad you're going to do that, that's great. Then we're gonna have a resolution for you, you're gonna bring it back to us, but, that's proclamation, thanking you for your service. But, we thought maybe that would be, it would be better to do it, at the reorg with Brendan Dyer afterwards, so you're gonna do that, that's wonderful. Do you wish to say anything now? No, you don't have to, if you don't want to.
Put me on the spot, so. First, I want to say I'm very happy with the outcome of this meeting and coming to an agreement.
Good.
Not looking forward to perhaps this being a more controversial meeting at the end, so I'm glad everything worked out. And I just also want to say, it's been my pleasure to serve the community, and all I want to say, maybe I should say it at the next meeting, but
You can say it again.
yeah, okay. All I would say is this, I did not know a lot about how local government is run until I was asked to run for this position. And It's been an incredible learning lesson, and I would say to everyone out there on social media and all that stuff with conspiracies and stuff, it's very transparent. Everything is right out there. You can come to the council meetings, you can read the minutes, you can watch the videos. It's all out there. So, and I'm just so impressed by how local government runs and the partnership between departments and the council and the administration. So it's been my pleasure, and I feel very confident that everyone in this room is going to be running this town moving forward. Thank you very much.
Any other member of council wish to offer a comment?
Yeah, I have prepared something to read into the record, given the nature of the meeting, and if I may.
Sure.
And Barry, since you're gonna be in the synod, I'm not gonna say goodbye to you today, all right? So good evening, everyone. As we meet tonight, it's critical to acknowledge the fiscal realities before us. Municipalities across New Jersey are confronting extraordinary pressures in 2026, including the 36.5 increase in state health benefits. Financial pressures on the municipality won't end in 2026. Our responsibility is to maintain a fiscally responsible budget and that balances the needs of all departments while ensuring taxpayer dollars are allocated prudently. Nevertheless, public safety is and remains our highest priority, and it has saddened me that some in our community have suggested otherwise, and that we do not support our police department. No patrol officers are being reduced, no services are being compromised. Suggestions to the contrary misrepresent the intent of this governing body and overlook the significant investments made to the police department over the past years alone, including new patrol cars, upgraded equipment, the ability to perform outside duty out of town, and the modernized communications and dispatch desk. After extensive discussion with Chief Walker, that was mentioned before, and others, the police department identified cost savings for 2026 that allowed these ordinance 25-23 to die. This ensures our budget deliberations continue with clarity while keeping the captain's position separate from the broader fiscal challenges we face beyond 2026. As new information emerges, whether related to fiscal impacts, department's needs, or regulatory obligations, we will continue a comprehensive review of every department to ensure taxpayer dollars are used responsibly. Thank you.
Any other member wish to, any other member wish to, speak?
Yes, Mayor.
Sure.
I just have a few words. I just want to say, year over year, the Finance Committee with the Council at Large and the Citizens Budget Committee work tirelessly to keep the town running on 25% of the overall taxes collected. This is no small feat, especially in recent times. It has been implied that the mayor and council do not support our police department. That is blatantly false. The record shows, if anyone cares to look at it, how much respect, admiration, and backing we afford the River Edge Police Department. We make the best efforts to ensure our decisions are the best for the town. To be fiscally responsible is to look at the budget in totality, not in a vacuum. Overall, one department's wants should not supersede another department's need. As of December 2025, 1.1 million American workers have been laid off, with more to come in 2026. There is economic uncertainty, trade policies, inflation, and a possible recession upcoming. These factors affect states and especially local municipalities. As a governing body, it would be reckless not to take into consideration what is happening around us. Thank you.
Any other member of council? Any other member of council wish to speak? All right, so I'd like to thank the council, the chief, the PBA, our attorneys, Mr. Shadanian and Mr. Giacobi, and our borough administrator, Ms. Abertella, for working on helping us come to a positive resolution. Our police department is, in my opinion, the best in Bergen County, and I have said that many, many times. I think our chief has done a phenomenal job. I think the council is amazing. And so are all of the support people who, our administrator, our lawyers, our clerk, our CFO and everybody else. It is a difficult time, and I appreciate what, PBA President Matt Petrosky said. Matt, thank you for that. Thank you for all your words, the entire comment that you gave. And I thank the public for its participation. I do, recognize as, Council President, Monsanto Cohen and Councilwoman Kinsella, that there are things said in social media that are, inappropriate and uncalled for, but I do not believe it came from our police department. I do not believe it came from those who know the inner workings. We have a tough year ahead. We have a tough year ahead of us, and maybe the following year. We're going to try to hold the budget to a reasonable tax increase. But it's not going to be easy given all the outside pressures that we cannot control. But this was a good night. This was a resolution night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh, Councilman Benson. I know that we're going to have you at this anytime. That's great. And so we'll recognize that, but thank you for your years of service. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So we have no work to do. We have to go into closed session. So could I have a motion second? We will not be returning, so this will be the end of the regular session. But could I have a motion second to move, resolution 25-308, resolution to go into closed section, exclude the public, attorney-client privilege, NJSA 10:4-12D7, portable housing, fourth round, and potential litigation regarding street openings. Could I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Could I have a motion second to adjourn the regular meeting?
So moved.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you all for coming.